I didn't think this would happen, but I also kind of did think this would happen. It's just in the sense that I didn't think this was like the financially correct thing to do for this particular couple, and yet they chose to do it anyway. And I just think it's really interesting, and it just must have either gotten so bad that like the money just wasn't even making up for it, or some of this couple might think that they're better off financially without the other person. Today we're talking about the Ace family, who are actually getting a divorce, and they're currently separated. They're basically planning on living in 2 different houses, and I just think it's super interesting to see the downfall of like one of the probably biggest and most infamous family channels on YouTube and just on social media in general. Anyway, subscribe with the bell icon for engagement. Let's get into it. I don't know if you guys remember, but they had the Ace Fest, which was a flop in itself. But one of the perks I remember of buying a certain like type of ticket was that you would get an invite, well, you'd be put into like a raffle to win like being at the wedding or like seeing the wedding in some capacity, and then that essentially went completely quiet and it either didn't happen or they had like a secret wedding that they didn't tell anyone about. Everything about them is so like, maybe, kind of, not really, we don't know, because they just lie about everything. So I know that they were engaged and I know that they might have gotten married, but that wasn't really publicized. And they talked about the wedding preparations and stuff, but they didn't ever really go through like this big type of wedding that we would have expected from the Ace family if they even had one. I just feel like they were done for a while, and they were just kind of really going along with this for the money, the views, and you know, but even that was lacking. I mean, after the Ace Fest, they really didn't post much, and then they took a social media break, and they came back with one video after like 7 to 9 months of not posting, and it was to promote them going onto a separate platform for like live streaming. I think it was TIK, and they basically said that they would give away Katherine's Tesla that she has, the Model X, because she wants a new car, so she would give away her car if you like went and followed them on Kick and watched their live streams. And then when they actually started streaming on Kick, they only did like 1 live stream, and then they changed the rules that you had to like comment in every single live stream to be involved, and then no one ever really got picked for winning this Tesla. And then when they were called out on it, they said they picked someone who was like a fan of the Ace family, and they were like, but wasn't it could just be anyone, but they seem to have picked someone that they probably already knew. And this reminds me of when they did that Jeep giveaway and then no one knows if it actually happened or not. And that one time where they were doing like a charity basketball event and they said they would donate, I think it was like 100 and something thousand, but they donated 75,000, which is still a lot of money, but like where did this other bit of money come from? Well, where did it go? And what did you use it on? And it just seems like every time they're like giving something away, it's never really them giving it away. It's like some kind of scheme to do something. I don't know, I've been talking about the Ace family for a while, and it boggles my mind that they've managed to do so many things. And I mean, Austin obviously got sued for not paying people out for the fight that he had, and he wants to do some more fights. And I just feel like at this point, which is what I was saying in the intro, it feels like, yeah, for a while, the only way they were able to make money is by being the Ace family. But at this point, I feel like Katherine is worried that like he's going to tank their money, and he already has. And like they obviously had the mishap with the house, and I just wonder if that was his idea as well. Oh, you know, Katherine, let's do it this way, it'll be so much better and so much blah blah blah. And then it just completely went sideways. They lost money on this house, and I'm just wondering if Katherine at this point is like, I want a retirement. Like, I want to be able to retire, and I feel like with everything that Austin is doing, there was just no way in hell that she's going to be able to retire. He's just tanking all of their money, allegedly. And I know Katherine is actually not the best person. I remember when Shyla was exposing Austin's brother for being, they're kind of like family vloggers, but just less known. I remember when she was exposing him for being abusive. Katherine basically was shading her the whole time, calling her crazy, and essentially just not being a girl's girl in the most, you know, basic terms possible. So Katherine's not great, and you know, she was involved in all of the scams, whether she wanted to or not. She chose as an adult to be involved in them, with the Tesla, with the Jeep, with the charity events. Like, she did all of that. She did live in the house that then turns out wasn't done properly and legally and all sorts, and so, you know, she also chose to sit through him cheating on her multiple times, allegedly. You know, many people have spoken about this. Tana Mojo has spoken about this. I'm pretty sure one of the guys from Impulsive recently hinted at Austin McBroom cheating, unless it was someone else, but everyone in the comments was saying that he was hinting at Austin McBroom just being a massive cheat. And everyone knew this, and I think everyone kind of knew that they were on the brink of divorce when he started DMing OnlyFans models to try and like represent them. And we know how that goes, right? There's a guy currently like pending trial because he was also representing some OnlyFans girls. In other terms, it's just like modern day pimping, like in tech. and I just don't imagine anything like better coming from Austin. In all honesty, like I just don't expect much better from him. He would find a way to scam allegedly, or take more money than needed, or treat the girls like crap, and that's just what I expect from Austin. I feel like everyone's like, oh, I mean, Katherine's okay with the cheating and the scamming, but is she okay with him just like messaging OnlyFans girls to try and represent them? And I just feel like she wasn't. And then they announced recently that they're getting a divorce. There was actually some statements about that. Let me get them up. Oh, I've got the Saltburn song stuck in my head. I watched that recently. What a weird movie. I don't know if anyone else has watched it, but it was great. Okay, so they posted 2 separate statements, and they're very interesting to go through just because they're so different but so the same. So Austin said, for this new year, I'll be taking a leap of faith. I've made the hard decision of my life, the decision to close the book of my marriage. We have mutually agreed. So it's like, is it you taking the leap, or is it you guys have mutually decided? And I feel like anytime someone says like mutual decision, it's never really mutual. Someone has to initiate even just the conversation. Even if both people are like thinking about it at the same time, someone has to be the initiator of like at least the conversation, right? So it's like, who was the initiator here? But we'll remain a team when it comes to our kids. We created one of the greatest stories. Almost a decade together, so many memories, so many accomplishments, but every book comes to an end. And now we will be writing a new book as separate authors. We both understand that holding on is believing that there's only a past, and letting go is knowing that there's a future. There is just so many words there that together mean nothing in my head. And we both are supporting each other's future. This transition is not easy, but we both are making it as easy as it can be for our family. We will continue to be the best parents to our kids. Separations are difficult and most times messy, but we'll see how we push through these difficult times as a unit and keep influencing with love and positivity. With that being said, 2024 will be life-changing for me. I will be dedicating to myself, my kids, my health, my body, my mind, my spirit, and God. Thank you to everyone who has supported us through our journey and who will continue to support us moving forward. We're going to need even more of your love and strength during this time. It is always interesting how whenever someone's like, and I kind of understand this to a certain point, like when someone's life falls apart, they always fall back on God, and I kind of get that. If I was God, though, I'd be a bit offended that like you only really reach out to me when your life is going to shit. You have nothing nice to say to me when your life's going well. Like, why do you think your life's going well? You know? It's always like, oh, my life's falling apart, I'll fall back on God. But you know, I'm sure God doesn't mind. And then there's also the idea of like some of these people who are like not great partners in relationships, cheat, blah, blah, and they're always like, I'm just gonna go find God. I'm gonna find spirituality. It's like, that's not gonna help your awful personality. Maybe work on that with a therapist and then go pray. Katherine said, as I start this new year, I will challenge myself in ways that I've never done before. 2024 will be my year of transformative change, and with this taking place, one of my steps in my journey is the difficult decision to leave my marriage. They're both claiming that like, this was their idea, okay? We have mutually agreed to a divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as a couple have shifted and have created challenges that are irreconcilable. That word is crazy to me. This decision comes with a heavy heart. As heartbreaking as this is, I also feel liberated. I've spent the past few years prioritizing my children and honoring my commitment to my family, all the while I seem to be losing myself and my own personal happiness. I mean, she was definitely the only one honoring any kind of commitment. Our main priority will be to stay united as parents and to continue creating a stable, happy, and loving environment for our children. Thank you to all of my supporters for giving me a safe space to be able to use my voice and share our love. I love you all so much, and I'm beyond grateful for all the support we've received from you throughout all these years as a couple. And Austin, you're my best friend, and that will never change. So those are their statements. Now, since then, Katherine has been posting on Snapchat, as she has been for the last, X amount of time, and every single Snapchat she posts, she's glowing, she's happy, she's beaming, she's, oh, I'm gonna go work on this for myself, and I'm gonna do this. And like, yeah, she's trying to like almost not rub in Austin's face, but she looks happy to me personally. I don't know, like, let me know what you guys think. She looks happy to me. Since then, Shyla has actually spoken out because she was asked about this, and she basically just said like, that's what they get for treating me the way they treated me. Their life is falling apart. Essentially, that was her contribution to that whole conversation. Austin, on the other hand, is posting some incredible things, and people are like making fun of him on TikTok for it, essentially. I saved some of it because I thought it was super interesting. So he posted that he's moving out, right? And he was looking at different houses and kind of viewing different properties and blah, blah. The one he settled on is one that is 5 minutes away from Katherine. It's giving Kanye West, like buying a house like a street over. How about you let her breathe? You give her some space. At least move 20 minutes away. So there's somewhat of a car journey separating you guys. If you can walk to your ex's house, I think you are too close. Then on the day that he was supposed to be like moving out, or around the time that he was supposed to be moving out, he had actually got COVID and got really ill, and he started posting these videos being like hunched over and like sobbing and crying.
Oh my God, yo. I finally just got out of bed. I got chills and a fever. I've been sweating from head to toe. What should I do, y'all? Hopefully I don't have the C word. Should I go to the hospital just to, like, make sure? What should I do, y'all? What should I do? I'm gonna try to take a cold shower. And don't mind this. Don't laugh at me. This auntie thing looking crazy, but for some reason it's making me feel better. This is Katherine shit. You guys have any suggestions? Please leave it below. I'm gonna try to get in the shower, and then maybe attempt to go to the hospital. This feels ass. You know, your whole body is like shaking and sweating. My freaking ass cheeks are just literally just dripping. I'm like...
While Katherine is like glowing and happy.
Everyone's doing good. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. Everything's good. Everything is in the alignment and in the direction that I'm meant to be going into.
This just goes to show, like, regardless of like woman, man, or whatever it is, I'm not even making this a case of like, when the toxic man leaves a woman, she will thrive. I just mean in general, if there is one person who's like more toxic in a relationship, one person who's less, you'll always see that disparity. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know. You always see that when they break up, one of them will just be glowing and one of them will be like suffering, and we know who was who in this. And once again, I'm not saying Katherine was ideal, but at least she wasn't, you know, allegedly cheating on him. So he posts about allegedly having COVID and taking tests and hunched over and making his kids bring him drinks and stuff, and then he posts one where he's like, I'm feeling better now, so I'll get on with moving out of the house.
Doing a whole lot better today. Was able to take my girls to school this morning. Yesterday was rough. I feel like it was getting worse and worse as the day was going on. I was throwing up everywhere. I was shitting everywhere. No, but it was bad. Everything was just coming out of me. Today I can at least move around. I still feel a little hot. I have a little bit of a fever, but I'm able to, like, you know, move around, which is good. I'm gonna take another COVID test today. Took one yesterday. Came back negative, so that's good. Take another one.
And so for today's update, I'm actually supposed to be packing right now, but I'm talking to my Snapchat fam. You guys are more important than me packing right now. No, but I started early this morning, and I'm going to be spending the rest of the day to get all my things together so I can move out. It's happening, guys. It's happening. And if you don't know, I was able to get the home that I really, really wanted, which was my biggest stress, and if that's out the way, I'm much happier now. So I'll be moving in later today. I'll be sleeping there tonight, and I will be there now. And I'll obviously be showing you guys that process, so make sure you stay tuned and come pack with me. I wish you guys can all come over and help me pack.
It's like, did he think he was going to be ill for the rest of his life so that he could just like stay living with Katherine? I don't know. And then he actually posted a story about going to church and finding God, which is what I was saying.
Good morning, everybody. Just pulled up to church, about to get that good word in. As you guys know, been trying to get closer to the man above, and I've been really trying, y'all. I've been really trying, and I've been feeling great. Really locked in and focused right now. Been really focused on my body, my mind, and my spirit. And yeah, y'all, if you around me or you're close with me, you know I'm locked in right now. Been hitting the gym every day, been running miles every day, been trying to eat a little better. It's a struggle, been trying to eat better. Been consistently going to church, been, you know, trying to live the word, and been feeling good, y'all. Been feeling good, especially, you know, during a time like this. You gotta make sure your mind's right, and you gotta hang around good people. And for anybody going through any hard times right now, just know that, you know, you got me for support. You got the man above for support, and we're here for you. You know, you can get through anything as long as you have faith, and we got you.
God will not fix your toxic personality. He just won't. You have to work on that yourself. And Katherine since then has posted a few stories. So she gave an update on Austin and she looks so fed up with him while also looking glowing. She sounds and looks extremely fed up with him.
So Austin was supposed to move to his new place yesterday. If you follow him on his Snapchat, he's talked about that. But he was really sick yesterday morning. He woke up with like really bad fever, really high fever. And it was raining and it was kind of like a weird day, so he just kind of like laid down all day and just rested and went to the doctor to get some medicine because got really sick. So I'm just here praying for him because, you know, he's going through a whole purge right now. Everything's connected, but yeah, so that's that with Austin. Hopefully I'm not sick, because I kind of woke up this morning with some chills, but I'm good. My mind's really strong. I'm gonna redirect that sickness somewhere else.
Basically, she just talks about how he allegedly got COVID and he couldn't move out, and now he's moving out. And I just want to see what she'll do now that he is, because I just want to see what her behavior is like and what her personality is like away from Austin. I just want to see how much of her bad behavior is influenced by him, and if she'll become like a little bit of a better person now that he's gone. That's what I'm wondering. But yeah, it's just been super interesting to watch this like breakdown of this massive channel that I've talked about literally since the beginning of my channel. And they've been through ups and downs, like very much downs. And now I just want to see them separately for a bit. And I would hope to see Katherine become a better woman without him. And maybe he'll become a better man, who knows. But I just thought it was really funny, these TikToks and these stories of them and him moving 5 minutes away from her. I just think it's all ridiculous. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe with the bell icon for engagement, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.